Enron. It sounded like progress. It sounded like the future. In the 1990s, they were the darlings of Wall Street. This wasn't your grandpa's energy company. They were traders. They were innovators. They were, or so they claimed, the smartest guys in the room. From humble beginnings as a pipeline company, Enron exploded onto the scene. They embraced deregulation, pushing the limits of energy trading. They created complex financial instruments, making money from thin air, or so it seemed. Their stock soared, and everyone wanted a piece of the Enron magic, but behind the dazzling lights and bold promises, something was rotten. The numbers were fuzzy. The accounting was creative. Enron, it turned out, was a house built on smoke and mirrors. The year 2001 brought a rude awakening. Whispers of doubt grew into a deafening roar. Short sellers, those pesky skeptics, began to question Enron's magic. And then the house of cards began to crumble. An obscure analyst started asking uncomfortable questions. A whistleblower emerged from the shadows. The Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, smelled a rat and launched an investigation. The jig was up. Enron's carefully constructed facade shattered, revealing a web of deceit and fraud. The company declared bankruptcy, the largest in American history at the time. Thousands lost their jobs, their savings, their trust. The Enron scandal sent shockwaves through the world, exposing the dark underbelly of corporate greed. Fast forward to 2025. The Enron scandal, though faded, still casts a long shadow. Enter a group of performance artists, their fingers firmly on the pulse of cultural memory. Their medium, satire; their target, corporate hubris; and Enron, their muse. The artists unveiled their creation, the nuclear egg. A giant, gleaming egg, it promised limitless energy, incredible profits, and, well, potential for a very bad day. It was a tongue-in-cheek homage to Enron's reckless ambition, a monument to corporate folly. The nuclear egg wasn't just an object, it was a performance. The artists, dressed in sharp suits and even sharper wit, presented their creation to the public. They spouted jargon-filled pronouncements about synergy and paradigm shifts, mimicking the empty rhetoric of disgraced CEOs. The performance was a hilarious, biting critique of corporate greed and the dangers of unchecked ambition. Section 4. Cracking up and cracking down. Public reactions. The nuclear egg, as intended, struck a nerve. The public's reaction was a mixed bag of laughter, outrage, and everything in between. Some people thought it was hilarious, a brilliant skewering of corporate absurdity. Others found it offensive, too soon, too close to the bone. The controversy only amplified the artwork's impact. The nuclear egg became a lightning rod for discussions about corporate responsibility, the role of art in social commentary, and the fine line between humor and offense. It was a reminder that even the most painful experiences can be fodder for reflection, and that laughter sometimes is the best medicine. Section 5. The Art of the Uncomfortable. Satire's sharp edge. Satire, by its very nature, is meant to provoke. It holds up a mirror to society, reflecting its flaws and foibles through a distorted, often humorous lens. The nuclear egg, in all its absurdity, was a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked greed and the importance of holding power to account. Art, especially satirical art, has the power to cut through the noise and spark uncomfortable but necessary conversations. It can challenge our assumptions, expose hypocrisy, and make us question the status quo. The nuclear egg, though a parody, carried a serious message. Remember Enron. Remember the consequences of unchecked ambition. Don't let it happen again. Section 6. Innovation Ethics and the Shadow of Enron. Enron's legacy is a cautionary tale, a reminder that innovation without ethics is like a runaway train headed for disaster. The nuclear egg, a satirical echo of that disaster, reminds us that the pursuit of progress must be tempered by responsibility, transparency, and a commitment to the greater good. As we move further into the 21st century, navigating a world increasingly shaped by technological advancement and corporate power, the lessons of Enron remain as relevant as ever. We must strive for innovation, yes, but never at the expense of our ethics. The nuclear egg, in its own absurd way, serves as a potent reminder of that delicate balance.